A new book argues that America has quietly become an oligarchy, a nation where older citizens hold a grip on both wealth and political power that younger generations may find nearly impossible to break. That's the central claim of Gerontocracy in America, How the Old Are Hoarding Power and Wealth, and What to Do About It, by Yale historian Samuel Moyn. Moyn doesn't mince words. He opens by pointing to the 2024 presidential race, where an 81-year-old Joe Biden faced off against a 78-year-old Donald Trump, two men in their late 70s and 80s competing for the world's most powerful office. For Moyn, that matchup wasn't an anomaly. It was the logical product of a system that has, over decades, tilted power decisively toward older Americans. The book's argument goes well beyond the usual frustration about elderly politicians overstaying their welcome in Congress. Moyn's oligarchy is a broader phenomenon, sustained by senior citizens who show up to vote in every election, even the off-cycle, low-turnout ones most people ignore, and who collect, in his words, the most governmental benefits by a vast degree. He argues that a combination of democracy, capitalism, and longer life expectancy has produced what he calls new and insidious forms of elder rule. The numbers he cites are striking. People over the age of 54 make up just 37% of the population, yet they hold 71.6% of the country's wealth. In 1981, the median age of an American home buyer was 30. By 2022, that number had climbed to 53. And when it comes to political donations, Moyn cites research showing that the median dollar flowing into American elections comes from a 66-year-old. As he puts it, the older you are, the more likely you are to have resources that can and do increase your power. He dedicates an entire chapter to the AARP, the powerful lobbying organization that advocates for Americans over 50, framing it as a formidable force entrenching elder political dominance. And he examines how entitlements like Social Security and Medicare, along with paid-off homes and tax advantages, have concentrated economic security among older Americans in ways that leave younger generations perpetually playing catch-up. Moyn, who is himself in his mid-50s, acknowledges the argument sounds strange coming from the United States, a country born in revolt against the old world, and one that isn't exactly famous for generously caring for its senior citizens compared to other developed nations. He even nods to Oscar Wilde's quip that the youth of America is their oldest tradition. But the data, in his telling, speaks clearly. And he closes with a set of proposals aimed at rebalancing political and economic power across generations, some modest and some more sweeping. Whether you find Moyn's argument persuasive or overstated, the questions he raises are hard to dismiss about who holds power in America, how long they hold it, and what younger citizens might actually do about it. That's the story for today. Thanks for listening.